Okay, don't worry. Sometime we have to make a mistake, so we should not pay attention, fully pay attention of the mistakes, and because
Right.
we are just learning, so that's why we don't need to fully pay attention of the. Sometimes we have to be a habitual. So very good evening, sir.
Right. Good. Yes. How are you?
Oh,
What's happening in your
oh.
world?
Yeah, nothing is special, but everything is going good, and I am living my life nowadays without any burden, without any difficulty. So it's everything is going good.
Very nice to hear that you are living, you are enjoying your life without having any hinder in your life.
Yeah.
That's very good because when we have the problems, in our life, we are struggling with something, so we don't get the peace of the mind. We don't feel that we are very calm, we are very quiet. But we don't have any issues, we don't have the problems, so we feel very happy. We feel very privileged that I'm
But
okay with each and everything.
by the thinking, we never feel happy because it's not depend of according the situation. We have to take the action. We have to want to peace our mind, but there are number of the situation we have to go, we have to pass through in our life. Something is happen in our life, so that's why something is in our hand, and something is not in our hand. So don't what is the use of thinking about this type difficulties? Some of the difficulty come up and down. It is a life circle, so that's why don't need to think deeply in this type. And when you feel comfortably and calm, so after that you try to figure out what kind of problem, how can I figure out a good solution, how can I face this type challenging, because there are number of the problems will come in our life, and it is a circle of the life. So that's why don't need to getting very in our life. Yeah.
Yes, right. And here I would like to give you an example from the Ramayana, because I always like to give the example from the Ramayana and Mahabharata,
Absolutely.
because Lord Rama also faced the struggle. He also experienced the so many things, and he struggled. He better of all of those problems, those issues. So what we are getting the teachings out of the Ramayana and Mahabharata, that when we are in the human, form. So each and everyone, whether it's the God in the form of the human being or be as a common human being, we each and everyone face the problems. But point is that how we tackle those things,
How to be
how we
tackle?
cope
Oh,
up with them. Yes,
yeah.
that is the essence of a good human being. If we are struggling and we are not doing anything, we are not acting as per the situation, then it's become very complicated for us. But when we
Until
are taking the
until
lesson as per the
unless
issues, as per problem, then it's very good.
until unless we don't face any type problem, so how can we come to know about what kind of problem, this problem is big for me and little for me. So that's why we always time ready to fight this type problem, face this type problem, this type. You have to understand it is not problem for me, it is a challenge for me, for boost my power, for be a strong in my life. So that's why how can I use my brain, figure out some of the solution currently or not, how can I be a peacefully. But that's why it's our problem teaches us a lot.
You are very, much more elder to me. Let me ask you a few questions regarding of the decision making, because over the period of time you have taken definitely, so many decisions in regardless of your personal, professional life, even in regardless of your family. So tell me, like when we have the very complicated situation, so how do you take the decision? How do you decide that I will do these things or that thing? So how do you make the decision
Because
for yourself?
as usually we have to first of all it is necessary to think what kind of problem, if I can handle, I can manage, I can figure out on my way. So by the think in our mind and be a patient, be a calmly, try to figure out. And otherwise if you need to help of the others, frankly feel free, you have to, you need to go anywhere and try to discuss, try to say, okay, I need your help and I want to solve this type problem. So it is my fundamental of the life. I do like this type problem. If I face many type of the difficulty phase, yeah, difficulty, any type situation going in my life. So that's why, first of all, by the sleeping, yeah, be a cool in my life, and I try level my best to figure out a good solution. If I am capable to face this type problem, I will fight, I will understand what kind of problem, and after that I try to find out a good solution. Otherwise, don't worry, I don't need to take a burden on my mind, because if we take any type decision, a wrong decision, and think about the wrong, so we will stuck into that problems. So it is not a good for me. So that's why I try to solve this type problem according myself.
Yes, you are right. But what happens sometimes we like, let's suppose if we want to create, we want to start our startup, startup, or we want to create our own business. So for that matter, sometimes we have to take the advice, out of the circle. Like we take the advice from the other people. So they tell us, they give us like their observation, like their own thinking that whether you will be able to succeed in, these kind of businesses or not. So like, should we take their advice or not? Like I'm asking to you as a like experience as a seasoned person.
As well, we are facing this type problem. So if you have no any type knowledge, if you have already stuck into this type problem, and you have no any type solution, your mind is already upset, and you are not capable to find out to fight this type problem. So that's why it is a golden chance for you. You can say it is a golden rule. I am sorry, I have no knowledge about this, and if you make any time mistake, so you understand it's my mistake, I am expecting, and after that you have to say sorry, try to learn, because we never accept our mistakes and our like anytime mishappening. So that's why it is my fundamental, because I explaining according my point of view, according my experience, whatever I do. So that's why.
Okay, so you are trying to say that if we make the if we make the mistake or we committed the mistake, so we should endorse our mistake. That yes, I have made the mistake. I'm really sorry for that, and we
Absolutely,
should go there.
absolutely, sir.
Yes,
Everyone spotting.
yes.
If you admitted your mistake, I think it's my belief. It's truth. Everyone spotted you. Oh, if you made a mistake and you accepted your mistake, so don't worry. Some people forgive you. Otherwise, there is no any way to increase our arguing. And if you don't agree your mistake, and I keep on blaming again and again and again, so we will keep on fighting one day. So that's why try to escape ourselves, and understand कि it's my mistake, really be a cool down, and after that figure out the good solution.
Yes, I also have the same observation. I feel that if we are having the dispute argument with the somebody, someone or somebody else, and we are just not thinking that this is my own mistake, so we should never try to escalate the things because ultimately the losses will be to ours. So we
Yes.
should not try to exaggerate, inflate the things because we are realizing that this is my own mistake. But what we do generally, we think that other person should be bow down.
Yeah.
It should be, step down. So
Sir,
I would be not
no one is permanent in the world.
head my down.
No one is the permanent in the world, and everyone makes a mistake
Absolutely.
sometime. According to the situation, everyone make a mistake. But how can we forgiveness in our mistakes? So you should know कि I am capable to accept my mistake, and say suggest some of the others. So it is necessary in our behave, because a person knows in the word according to behave. Behave is very important.
Yes, and forgiveness and calmness is the best characteristic of the somebody else.
Absolutely, sir.
For having the good personality, we have the kindness, we have the features to give the forgiveness to others. So
Others.
we can say we have the good personality. What people do generally believe, they think that they are tries to try to calm down somebody else just because of their own argument. They feel that they are very proud,
Oh,
just to
Yeah, yeah,
Let down to
yeah,
others. That is not
absolutely.
the right thing.
They have already forgot everything. What made you mistake? They have already forget by the forgiving you, and don't take a burden on their mind. Otherwise, we keep on thinking, and he and other person also keep on thinking about the and make the any plan and useless making plan in our life. So that's why try to escape this type thinking and be happy in
Right.
your life.
Okay, let me just ask a hypothetical situations to you. Let's just suppose, uh, you have any family dispute. Okay, so
Yes,
like
sir.
in that way, so
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
I'm not able
like
to understand. What did you give me?
yes, I'm giving you in a story kind of the things to you, hypothetical question to you situation. Let's just suppose you have any family issues within your family. So would you like to take the help out of other, like your friends, your neighbors also? Would you like to love to take out the suggestion from other? If you have any family issues, regardless of your brothers, even your own son, like I'm just giving an example, giving a hypothetical situation. I'm not saying it's the true. I'm just giving a
Oh,
hypothetical situation to you. So what would you do in that situation?
we are just improving our skill according the situation. All or the situation we have to understand it is reality in our family. Only for imaginary. We are creating the imaginary situation, and after that, how can we
Right.
deal? How can we deal these type problems if we will have to face in our life? So how can we take a action? As you know,
Right, correct.
so
Okay, so what I was asking that if we have any family issues, we have the like a misunderstanding, so we should never try to take the help from other, even our own friends, because family issues should be settled down within the family, inside the house, not outside the
not the
house.
outside.
They
Yeah.
are very personal.
Yeah, understand.
Yes.
Because, sir, it is my fundamental. If I face, yeah, absolutely, we keep on facing many of the problems with our family, in our family member. So it is a necessary.
Right,
It is my fundamental. First time I keep on give any chance, three time chance. Ki I keep on find out, figure out a good solution. Ki it is your mistake or not my mistake. Try to understand. Both are to
right,
sit together, and after that we keep on discussing and find out a good solution. Otherwise, we will have to take any action as it is after three of the chance, and we will take any action. But it is not I never face this type condition in my life ki we will have to go to the after three of the chance and go to the final of the stage. But we figure out, because by the understanding, by the using our cool mind, and we can figure out very easily any type of problems create by us, not problems are not creating of the others. It is our problems.
right.
So
That's
who will find out the good
yes.
solution of the other? So don't need, I think, according my point of view, we don't need to help of the others. First of all, it is our problem. So try to find out who is responsible of this mistake, and how can we overcome these problems. So yeah.
Okay, this is my last question to you. Like, just tell me one thing from your own experience. Why the current generation, like my generations, we are always want to take the help from others. Like we have the family issues, we have the misunderstanding with our like fathers, brothers, even the sister also. I mean, holistically, I'm talking about that. We want to take the help from the others. Like we want to advise from others. Like for example, if I have the any issues regardless of my family within my family,
I
so what I
understand.
would do generally, I'm giving an example, I'm not saying that I have any
Hey, sir,
problem. So I would like
we are facing this type problems. So I would like
yes,
to explain.
exactly.
I understand your problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually,
So what
yeah,
we generally prefer to take the help from our I mean the friends. We want to their advice, what they think about our matter. We want that someone from the outside our family, they will come, they will intervene our matter. We want to take out the we can say the recommendations, advices from others. Is
yeah.
this right thing?
Ac-
Just to settle
Actually,
down your own matter.
to be honest, according my experience and whatever I have already experienced till now, since my childhood, and I have already spent something 20 22 years in my village with my family members. And after that, after getting a job, I have already started to live with my own family in a nuclear family. So that's why I know very well with all of the family members how can we live happily and how can face many of the problems. So that's why it is a new generation. When nowadays, whatever I observe, according my observation, I would like to suggest you, when I go to the at my village, so new generation not take respect of the others, of the elders. They did not,
Yes, true. Yes.
they didn't follow their elders, like they how they survive their life and how can they help of the others. And so they are not understanding that. Only for they understand how can on see of they want to live their life only for see of, like a दिखावे की जिंदगी, दिखावे की जिंदगी. It's all over the new generation had depend only for see of life, only for depend use the internet. But they don't know what is the root cause of our family member, because all of the family member has as like a farming. So they don't help of their family member, go to in the field with them, and don't take interest to do some of the help this type activities. So that's why new generation has gone far from our reality, and they live their life artificially life, not a reality life, according my point
Yes,
of view.
they are living in their own dreams. Okay. So do you have any question to ask?
Sir, I think it is we have already make a long video. So in the next time we keep on connecting, and I feel better. I feel very great to discuss with you, and because it is a great opportunity for me. You write some of the question, you give me a topic, and how can we frame the automatically some of the lines, some of the how can we think able to think according the situation. So it's very fantastic session for us. And
Yeah.
in the next time we keep on asking, and there are number of the questions I have already, but I don't want to make a long video at the moment. So it's very nice. In the next time
Yes.
I will
Yes.
ask.
Yes. Yes.